Hi there, welcome back to my Views and News. Viewers, I want to talk about two very dangerous developments which are happening in the Amhara region, or you can say the two developments are linked to the conflict in the Amhara region. Why are these developments dangerous? Who is behind these two narratives launched by the parties to the conflict in the region? While I try to keep you updated with the incidents in the Amhara region, we should analyze the situation too. That helps us better understand the situation in the region. One narrative has been launched by Fano fighters, dangerous for Ethiopia, and the other has been launched by Ethiopian government. Again, dangerous for the Amhara region, for harmony in Ethiopia. We'll try to have a look at these two narratives. Firstly, Fano viewers, since day one, since the start of the conflict in the region a few months ago, active conflict started this year. Otherwise, last year Ethiopian government started disbandment of Fano fighters, but this year when the government disbanded Amhara special force, that was the starting point of start of anti-government resistance movement in the Amhara region. Now, since the start of the escalation in the Amhara region this year, Fano fighters have been portraying this conflict Amhara versus Oromo. That is why they never use the word Ethiopian National Defense Force. They never say ENDF. They say Oromo Army, they say Abiy Ahmed forces, they say Birhanu Jula Army. And they openly say that it's Oromo Army. Oromo soldiers are part of the operation. And they have, whenever they capture ENDF POWs, first question they ask is about the ethnicity of captured soldiers. They want to prove that those who have launched the military operation in Amhara are mainly Oromos. Though, if you analyze situation on the ground, the ENDF commanders who are leading the operation are mainly Amharas. Starting from the top, Tamasgen Tirone, head of State of Emergency Department, who is Amhara. Then about Tadase Ago, he's from Ago. He's from Amhara region too. Other mid-level commanders too, they are Amhara. Lower level members of Ethiopian National Defense Force are from all ethnicities. Oromos from southern Ethiopia, maybe from Tigray too. So now when soldiers are being taken prisoner by Fano fighters, Amhara soldiers have also been taken prisoner. But Fano fighters want to paint this conflict Amhara versus Oromo. They say Oromo elite is committing massacre and genocide of Amharas. And maybe that is why they are trying to take this conflict from Amhara to Oromia. We have seen several attacks by Fano fighters in Oromia. So far they have entered three zones of the Oromia region: Horogodoro, Valaga, East Shava, North Shava zone of the Oromia region. And we have seen fighting on Oromia-Amhara border. So Fano, why is that Fano fighters have launched this narrative of Oromo versus Amhara? Because they want to rally support of ethnic Amharas. Ethnic Amharas living in Amhara, ethnic Amharas living in Oromia too. So they perhaps believe that if they paint this conflict Amhara versus Oromo, they'll get more Amhara support. It will be difficult for Amhara people to support the government because they're saying that one of fighters are saying they're fighting to protect Amhara people, Amhara's existence in danger. That is what has been launched by Fano fighters, not new. How is the government trying to counter this narrative? Which counter narrative has been launched by the government? Government has not officially launched any narrative. Government only says that bandits, robbers are operating in the region. And government is not using the term Fano. They say groups, bandits, robbers in the name of Fano are operating, because they know that they cannot criticize Fano. All Amharas, they say they are Fano. Amharas, in Amhara, they say they are Fano. It is a long history. So they cannot say that Fano are robbers. So they say those are working in the name of Fano. This is their official position. Unofficially, privately, what are they doing? Well, government is trying to divide Fano. How can they divide Fano? Either along ethnic lines or along religious lines. Along ethnic lines means that they can try to create splits between Amharas and non-Amharas living in Amhara region. The split is already there. I don't think large population of Agos is supporting Fano fighters. Wallo Oromos, I don't think they are supporting Fano fighters. Kemats. So, ethnic split is already there. Fano does not have support of other ethnic groups in the Amhara region. Now, government is trying to create religious split too, because ethnic split has been there. Fano has been mainly Amhara. But Fano fighters have been from different religions, especially both Orthodox and Muslims. They are part of Fano fighters. So another strategy which has been adopted by government unofficially is to split Fano by launching a narrative that Fano is anti-Muslim. And Fano has been trying to dispel this impression. You have seen several interviews of Fano fighters. Colonel Fantahun Mohabau spoke a few days ago. He said that he was a Muslim. Why did he say he was a Muslim? Then a female Fano fighter appeared on some pro-Fano news outlets. She said that she was a Muslim and she was fighting on front lines, and that Muslims are supporting Fano fighters. Then Mere Buddha spoke, East Amhara Fano commander. He also said that enemy forces were trying to divide Fano along ethnic lines. Muslims are in Valaga, they are in Wollo, they are in other parts of Ethiopia too, in Gondar too, in Gojam too, and those who are being displaced from Valaga, obviously there are Muslims among the displaced people too. This narrative, which has been launched by Ethiopian government-backed activists, is very dangerous, because if Muslims start believing that Fano is anti-Muslim, it could lead to splits in Fano, but it will lead to a bigger religious tension. And that religious tension will be difficult to be handled. But government wants to split Fano fighters. Same is the case with Fano's narrative, that it is Oromo versus Amhara. Again, dangerous narrative. Because Ethiopian National Defense Force does not consist of only Oromo soldiers. Lower level END officials are from all Ethiopian regions. Southern Ethiopia, all Ethiopian ethnicities are represented. Oromia, bigger region. That is why there would be more Oromos, part of Ethiopian National Defense Force. It does not mean that Oromo soldiers are killing Amhara Fano fighters. So both narratives launched by Fano and Ethiopian government are very dangerous narratives for ethnic harmony, religious harmony in Ethiopia. But I don't think that the warring parties in Amhara are concerned about harmony. They want to win no matter what the cost is. Fano fighters want to unite Amhara people by launching anti-Oromo narrative. Ethiopian government, yes, led by Oromo politicians, wants to divide Fano fighters along religious lines, no matter what the national consequence of this narrative is going to be. What is needed is responsibility shown by people in power, those who are in charge, whether on Fano side or on Ethiopian government side. While Fano is trying to dispel the impression that it is saying it is not anti-Muslim, it should also try to tell the people that it is not anti-Oromo. That operation launched in Amhara has been launched basically by people in power. The people in power are from different ethnicities. Yes, there could be more Oromos at central level. It does not mean that other ethnicities are not represented. Ethiopian government, if it keeps on playing religious card, it will face the consequences of this use of religious card. Ethiopian government claimed it has a professional army, one of the modern armies. Why is there need for launching a religious narrative to split Fano? It means government is in trouble. Government forces are in trouble. And that is why these mutually destructive narratives have been launched by the two sides fighting in the Amhara region. Thank you for watching.